Welcome back, guys, to the 10th installment in the Honda Navi build series. I wouldn't really consider this video a build video because all we're doing is doing a full household oil change, but this is the first time that I'm using this type of oil, so if you guys want to know how to go ahead and change the oil in your guys' bikes at home, might as well show you guys how to do that. If you guys are loving the Honda Navi content, go ahead and show some love down in the comments, leave a like and subscribe, and we'll get straight into it. So what you'll need for a full service is motor oil and your transmission fluid. Now, people get this a little bit mixed up. They don't know that this has transmission fluid, but it's actually back here. And I wouldn't say it's necessarily transmission fluid, but I would say it's gear case oil. That's what it's designed. So to get fully equipped to do an oil change on this motorcycle, you need paper towels, obviously. This is the gear oil that I will be running, 80 weight 85. This is all Pro Honda transmission fluid. I will run this in all my machines until I die. I swear by it. And then we get the motor oil, which is the Maxima Pro Plus high performance engine oil, obviously for 4 strokes. I ordered the gallon one because I do oil changes every 400 miles, 300 miles on this thing. 10W30, 100% synthetic. And this is API JSO MA2 certified. On top of everything I just listed, you'll need your drain pan, and you will need, for the filter screen, a 17 millimeter, and every other drain is going to be a 12 millimeter, as well as pliers to get that stock fill cap off. And you will need, obviously, a ratchet with just a little tiny extension just to get to those hard places. Starting off with the motor oil, you're going to go to the back of the motorcycle, come around the right side, right underneath your exhaust. It is found right there. That is a 12 millimeter. Make sure you put your oil pan underneath it, your oil catch. It shouldn't take much to get that off. Make sure to always wipe the residue as well. Make sure everything's nice and clean. If your crush washer's kind of looking not so good, I would replace it at this time and then reinstall your oil drain plug. Always do it by hand. You want to catch those real threads before you start, cross-threading them. That's not good. And we're good to go onto the other side. Once that side's taken care of, we're going to come over to the left side of the motorcycle. And there's 2 bolts right there. They're both 12 millimeters as well. This top one is used as your level. So when the oil starts to pour out of that, that is an indication that you're at the right height. That lower one is the drain one, and that's what we'll be touching right now. This is the biggest one of them all. Make sure to clean up because it gets all over your brake components. It drips down the frame. Reinsert this. Get it started by hand. Snug it up. Tighten that bad boy. Now we're gonna go ahead and crack this top one loose. There should be no oil actually coming out of this one. This is just the one that we fill up, just to check. So remove that one. So it's located right underneath near your kickstand area. It is that big 17 millimeter right there. Now we'll go ahead and crack this loose. I doubt I can go ahead and do it by hand, but once you crack that loose, this is held in by a spring, so be very, very careful. I remembered to put the drain bowl underneath this. So once that spring comes off, everything should come with it. There we go. And I think the screen's still in there. And that is what your oil screen looks like. It's normal to get just little pieces, but if you see giant pieces of metal, especially if you're out of the break-in period, I would be a little bit concerned. You can change these out if you would like. These are reusable. They're not like some of the other filters that you see out there and stuff like that. This is just a metal grate with a rubber gasket just to make sure nothing gets by it. That's literally it. I will be putting this back in. I will clean it off, put it back in, and we'll get rolling. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and take our gear oil, take the top off it, and all they tell us to do is pretty much just shoot this in the hole. Pretty much just squeeze the bottle, tip it sideways, squeeze it, and that will put fluid in the gear case until it starts to leak out, and then you wait a little bit for the droplets to slow down, reinstall that plug, and you're off and running. So let's go ahead and do that. And there we go, it's starting to run out, so I will go ahead and let that drain. So depending on what exhaust you have, the stock exhaust makes it very easy to actually get to this. The Yoshimura unfortunately does not, but it could be worse. So all I do, just take your pliers, don't be too aggressive with them, and just twist this cap. Just knock it loose so you can get it with your hand. Make sure you wipe off the dipstick. Nice and good. Clean it up a little bit if it's got some dirt on it so you don't get any of that in your motor. Go ahead. Take your funnel, make sure it's in the hole. We are looking pretty much there. I'll go ahead and take one more measurement just to make sure. And we are pretty much there. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop. Go ahead and use the pliers to just give it that last final quarter turn. Make sure it's nice and tight. Yeah, that's how you do an oil change on a Honda Navi. Again, it's not really a build video, but this is the oil I'm gonna start using. This Maxima stuff's pretty good, so I swear by it, and the Pro Honda stuff too. As long as it has the JSO rating on it that it says in your manual, you'll be all set to use it. Thank you guys for watching. Kind of a putsy video, but I mean, as long as it helps somebody, that's all I care about. So stay tuned for more videos coming. I got a lot of other things planned for this. Thanks for watching.